Actually, it's perfect what he's wearing because I talked earlier about a Men's Health cover, how it kind of goes white. So if you want to stand, you guys probably won't be able to see a whole lot. I'm going to have him stand far away from the backdrop, about here, which would tell us that it's going to go gray. If we can go back to tethering, you'll see that the background on these shots is generally gray. To make it go true white, one of the things that I like to do is shoot into actual V-flats. So we're going to take this off, deconstruct the whole works. Get rid of that. Stay out of its way. I just got eaten by an umbrella. I'll give that to you. All right, so we're going to stick with this as our general. Actually, we'll go up one size on umbrella just because why not? If we're going to do something different, we might as well do it different. So we'll switch up to from the 36-inch umbrella to the 46-inch. So that'll be our main light. And we're going to keep it with no diffusion, just to kind of keep that specular edge since it works well with the subject matter here. We're going to raise that back up to the height we want. And we'll go a little more neutral on the placement. So I'm going to, again, feather that in front. You can basically stay right here. What I'm going to do with these other lights, so to make the white background go white, that would be in a spot where I would use 3 lights if you have that available. As far as truly lighting a white background, you guys won't be able to see exactly what we're doing back here, but I will definitely be sure to explain it. So what we're going to do is, this looks like it's aimed in the middle of nowhere, and so does this. What I do is I take the lights, and when I want a white background to be truly white and done the right way, I light it shooting these lights into V-flats and reflecting that back. So essentially then you have really bright light sources that are lighting this from top to bottom. And the other reason, I'm going to put this here. I'll come out from hiding momentarily. I also use this side of the V-flat to block any of that light from hitting him because I only want to light the white. So this light's in here, aimed at the end of the V-flat. We're going to mimic that on this side, which you guys will be able to see a little bit better. So bring that out. And this is something where if I was going to do an actual shoot, if I were to do one, I would have this set up beforehand. But it's good that you can kind of see how we work through it. So again, the light's placed pretty well in there. I want them about similar height. And now you can see this light can't hit him. Same with this one. I'm going to move it just slightly. All right, so we're got just about the same angle. Now what I want to do is we're going to shoot at 5.6. Generally, when I'm using a white background, I actually light it so it's a stop over our main light. So we want our background to read f8. So it goes absolute true white. And I'm going to have you step out even a little bit farther. That's good, just like a half a step. So because of that, I'm going to have to shut these down a little bit more, just so we don't see them in our frame. You know, if we had a little more space on the sides, we can move the lights out, but this will work just a-okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to meter for the background first. I don't care about this because we'll get there. So I want the background to read F8. So we do leave the main light on because that's also going to cause a little bit of light to hit back here. We'll make sure both of these are on. And about similar power. So what I want to do is meter in the middle. Turn on the meter. All right, we want to go for F8. So we're at 4.5. That means we need more power on the background. So we're going to crank these puppies up. F11, too bright. We're a stop too bright, so we got to go down. I got a little overzealous with the dials here. Right in the middle. F9, we're almost there. So close. I'm going to see if one of these is brighter than the other. That's 10, and that's 9. So that lets me know that this one's the one that's too bright. So we'll go down, third of a stop. We should be pretty darn close. F8. So sometimes, just taking a reading from either side, because those lights aren't the same. They're a B2 and a B1, so their power settings are going to be a little different. So now we want this to be at 5.6. You can stay right, turn this way once. V2, yep. So we want this to be at 5.6. We're at 7. We're at 5.6. Now we are ready to shoot. So here's our Men's Health cover with Connor. All right, so you can stay just like that. I'm actually going to have you hold the ball with both hands just kind of in front. Yeah, there you go. Because I'm going to crop just below the ball. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, it's on crop mode from before. Hold on, let me get that off of there because we don't need that anymore. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's get this back where we want it, because I turned the highlights down earlier, so it's not showing as white as it actually is, and our brightness is down a little bit. So there we go. This monitor is actually a little bit darker than on here, but we'll do one more. I'm going to have you turn completely this way. Yep, so now towards me a little bit more. Right there. Yep, that's perfect. A little bit more with your shoulders. That's the shot. 1, 2, 3. So here we go. He'll be quite a bit brighter now. There we go. One more just like that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. We turn up the shadows just a little bit, turn up the overall brightness. And again, he's a little bit darker on here. The only other thing I would do here is if we could do that more of an even lighting ratio, just so he would be really bright too. But as far as the question goes of keeping the white background white, this is how I do it. So it's awesome. It goes from that gray to white, and again, that backdrop is one stop brighter than what we meter for our subject. So that's at f8 where he's at 5.6.
If you do not have a light meter,
yes, you should buy one.
You just fiddle.
If you don't have a light, honestly, you should probably just get one. And you can get a good. This one is great, but this is a little more expensive. There's a Sekonic one. It's actually in the gear list that comes with the show notes. That it's about $190. I bought my first light meter in 2004, and I still have it in my camera bag today. I mean, the technology really doesn't change. Is it just other than now they have a touchscreen on some, which is great, but like I said, it's also kind of annoying because I accidentally change it, where the other one just has a few manual dials, and there really isn't a substitute for having a light meter. I know a lot of photo students, the first thing they tell them to get is a light meter, and it's so accurate and it's so handy to have that I think the only answer to that is maybe just get one.